This is Coyote's boyfriend, Paco. I'm Shadow. What is this, a romance trid? I don't give a crap about boyfriends. Where's the stones? Okay, Thanos, hold on. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Shadowrun Returns. Last time we got back from saving Coyote, rescuing some people in the BTL lab, and taking down a dude named Stevie J and a hellhound. Remember to subscribe if you aren't already for more content like this. Be sure to give a comment and a like down below, and let's get right back into it. We gotta re-meet everyone now that we are a member of the family. Van Grass is busy talking on his comlink, checking his heads-up display and motioning to a runner standing nearby, all at the same time. He's an intense little man. You get the sense that he likes to look busy. Van Grass, make it quick, business good, talk to me. Miss Kubota said you're a fixer. Still hasn't looked at you, he's going a mile a minute. Nothing for you tonight, sorry, I'm doing a thing right now, important thing, talk to you later. Oh, hey lady, one more thing. Covers his comlink for a moment. Tilts his head your way, but you can see he's still staring at his HUD. I'm a fence, too. If you got anything you need to unload, come see me. Oh, yeah? I need to finish this call. Perhaps another time? Oh, okay, I wanted to do the fencing thing. Okay. I am not, in fact, looking for a date, but thank you. Hi, Johnny Clean. You got any more words for us? Johnny leans on his seemingly brand new mop and surveying the crowd at the Union. Hey Johnny, I'm looking for where Cherry took Coyote. The piano is a little out of tune. Check it out. Is that all I can say? That's all I can say, okay. What about Mr. Clue? The hulking troll bouncer in the immaculate suit stands as impressively as ever. The absence of dust on his broad shoulders is the only real indication that the man ever moves. He nods to you when you approach. Evening. I see Coyote is back, looking only a little worse for wear. We have you to thank for that. Paco and I tracked her down. Always wondered what she saw in him, but I guess he ain't all bad. Yeah, I had to share the credit. I'm just glad she's back. Couldn't stomach losing anyone else so soon after what happened to Sam. You feel protective over the people here. Immensely. Toward anyone who walks through that door, be they employee or patron. Unless they mean ill will, of course. Mind you if I ask you a few questions. Haven't minded so far. Hear anything else about Sam's death? People are saying it was the Ripper. But see, people say a lot of things about what they don't know, or what they don't understand. You know where I can find a fence? I think Van Grass is at the bar near the stage. A dwarf with a cyber eye. Can't miss him. How long have you been working for Mrs. Kubota? I crawled in here after I awoke. Mrs. Kubota took me in and gave me a job. I've been here ever since. I can see why he'd be so protective. Do you have to pay extra for a manicure on hands that big? It's not the size they charge more for. It's the blood under the fingernails. Nice. Get you around. Okay, but what about the other guy? The guy who apparently had all the jobs. No? Maybe he's downstairs. Inspect the piano. Piano seems normal until you notice that it is very rigid. Upon further investigation, it's because the piano is bolted to the wall. A close look at the floor reveals skid marks, indicating that the piano slides to the left. Chopsticks. You're a natural. You should give up shadow running and becoming a touring pianist. Johnny does not look impressed. As you slowly peck the notes out on the keyboard, they spark a faint memory of wonder, immediately forgotten as the entire piano slides to the left, revealing a hidden staircase. You descend the stairs into the Union Safehouse. Of course, we don't get to see it. Sad. The entrepreneurial Mrs. Kubota has combined everything a runner might need into a one-stop shopping. Damn it! Black market and other stuff. Okay. Welcome. No bunks available. Ah, but there's my stash. Okay. So that can go back. We'll leave it open for now. That's the med bay. We'll deal with that in a minute. Who are you? Algernon. Past the bar, the edges of the safe house become somewhat indistinct due to the magical haze surrounding a particular elf. The man seems only half of this realm, his mind wandering the far horizons of astral space while his body peddles his otherworldly wares. Good evening, young elf, and welcome to this humble home that we call the Union. I am Algernon Halfdream. To ease your way through the sixth world, I offer you the best in magical foci, spells, and fetishes for the conjuring of spirits. Another time, Algernon. Eric Mersman. What do you mean, no credit? He means no credit! Mersman. Oh, it's him from above. It's literally the same guy. Ooh, but do you have a new outfit for me? Gotta leave enough for a deck. How much do I have? I have 1780. Nope. Alley Punk's still best. T.B. Grubberman. Oh, you're the gun dude. Oh my god, that fucking picture! Theodore Buster Gruberman is a well-groomed orc, dressed with a precision that suggests the straight lines of a military officer's uniform. His hair is cropped short, high, and tight, as they say, and the neatness this presents is only compromised by the uneven tusks protruding from his mouth. The only other defects in this picture of perfection is the man's cybernetic right arm, which is obvious enough to be noticeable, but not so obvious as to ruin the line of his suit. When he speaks, the orc's voice is soft and thoughtful, and he talks exclusively in numbers. Calibers, ranges, rounds per second, arc of fire, razoring factor, tensile strength, and of course, price. Bunker B. Gruberman, at your service. Friends call me Buster. I also answer to Sergeant, Sir, and even Theodore on occasion. Anytime you're in the market for firearms, ammunition, or ordnance, I'm your man. How can I help you? What exactly do you sell here? Things that go bang in all shapes and sizes, plus other odds and ends, on occasion. Consider me your own personal armory. All weapons are guaranteed to meet strict UCAS military spec or your money back. In addition, I can handle routine maintenance, repairs, and upgrades if you so desire. And if that wasn't enough, I also teach a safety and instructional course every weekend. This week we're covering bayonets. Mark my words, they're making a comeback. So what can I get you? Can I sell stash items? Yeah. Buy my drugs, please. Thanks. Buy my old clothes. Thanks. I appreciate that. Alright, can we get some decent stuff in here? No sniper rifle, but we can get a second assault rifle if we really want. And lots of grenades and health kits and drones. Might be good to upgrade our rifle, I guess. Damage is the same on both. Range is the same on both, but capacity is a touch higher. We don't really need a backup right now. We're rarely going to empty a clip on one of these bad boys, but still. What we want is a deck. Every inch of the tech alcove is covered in a chaotic patchwork quilt of circuit boards, chips, wires, displays, and a million other things that you can't identify. In the eye of this techno-bit storm stands a dwarf, immaculately dressed and supremely calm. David Fry II. I know that look. Don't let the size of the shop fool you. I can get any Matrix hardware or software that exists, and if it doesn't exist, then I can get it made for you. Any questions I can answer, or anything gear you need. What's a deck? You jack into the Matrix, or in the context of a run. When you jack... that's worded weird. When you jack into the local node of the facility you're in, the deck determines how many programs and ESPs you can carry, and the firepower of your basic matrix attack. In decks of IP, when a deck's IP is reduced to 0, you'll get booted from that system, and it'll hurt. A program in the Matrix allows you to defend your avatar against countermeasures and enemy deckers. There are a wide variety of different programs for attack and defense at different power levels. As you progress as a decker, you can use more powerful versions of these programs. It's an ESP. Johnny, you want to take this one? Sure. When you infiltrate a facility on a run, you have a team. When you jack into the Matrix, you're all alone. That's where ESPs come in. An ESP is a highly advanced artificial life program, which when you deploy it manifests as another team member in the Matrix. Different types of ESPs have different abilities. Cool. I want a deck, please. Oh, I don't have a datajack. Because I didn't start as a decker. That's fine, we're still gonna grab a deck. Best deck and easily modified for the streets. Yes, please. Killjoy. We're gonna buy a few, but we need to make sure we leave enough room that we can buy a datajack, I guess. It's 1 AP, 2 single target. Reduces alarm state by 4. Blaster is always good to have. Hostile target will take 25. Additional damage from incoming attacks for 3 rounds. Can be useful. Road's integrity at points of IC does 50 with ongoing. That's a little bit better. Killer's good. How many do we get for? And a defensive one. Shield is really handy. Oh, right, and then summoning a program. Yeah, these are always good. Okay. Take... I guess let's be defensive. We'll take a shield one. Yeah, we can't equip that just yet. Oh, I'm being rude. Let me also introduce you to our resident decker and my good friend Johnny Clean. While in the same overalls that you saw him in upstairs, down here, leaning over a workbench crammed with circuit boards, cables, and chips, Johnny Clean seems like a totally different person. You get the impression that Johnny was once as hot and as invisible as the most infamous deckers today. Good to see you down here. Happy to be of help if I can be. How is decking used? The decking skill is often just on terminals in the real world to get information, hack doors, etc. But occasionally a run will have the option or the requirement to go into the local Matrix LAN of the facility you're infiltrating in order to gain access to valuable information or control more important things in the real world. Why are you dressed as a gender? Did I stand out upstairs? No. Genders never do. When I was younger, I had a rep for getting in and getting out of systems so cleanly that no one knew I was there. Half the Matrix runs that earned me my rep were made possible because I was able to get inside the facility posing as a gender. Now it's just sort of part of me. Is it true that you were part of the Echo Mirage team? Let me take this one. Listen, I've known this guy for over a decade, and he's been smart enough not to tell me. So he's sure as hell not going to tell you anything about those days. For your health and his, best to let the subject drop. Hey, can I get cyberware from either of you, though? I need a datajack. Can you help me with any of that? Nope. Oh, I bet the guy upstairs probably can. Or the freaking medical bay. Silly. Dr. Sarah Castle. Make it quick. I need to operate. Thanks for helping me out back there. Looked like you could use a hand. Ouch. Bad joke right now. She looks down at her mangled arm. Okay, folks. I'm gonna have to ask you to go sit in the waiting room. Watch some trivet or something. This young lady and I have work to do. Mrs. Kubota never said what kind of cyber arm she'd pay for. I want something badass. Got one with a laser inside? You'll take what I give you, lady. Now let's have a look at your face. Leave it. Excuse me? Coyote. I earned this face by being stupid. I'm gonna keep it. End story. So that's just permanently how she looks. Don't worry about it. Whatever you say, kid. With one swift move, she sinks a syringe into Coyote's thigh. Nighty-night. It's like we'll have to talk to her when she gets out. Oh, there she is. What a long wait. Oh, it's kind of healed over. At least her eye's okay and her neck's fine. Coyote looks both better and worse than you last saw her. All the gaping holes are plugged and she's sporting a shiny new cyber arm. But now that the adrenaline is worn off, it's clear she needs some rest. Good morning. Thanks to the miracle of modern science, combined with Doc Castle's magical healing powers, I am almost as good as new. Better, really. Nice arm. Thanks. Mrs. Kubota will have me working it off for the rest of my life. She notices your expression. You look like you've got something on your mind. I have some questions. She flashes you a puzzled look. What kind of questions? About Sam Watts. Sam Watts? What about him? Sam's dead. Holy dreck, Sam. I can't say I'm surprised. He was on a downward spiral for a long time. What can I tell you? You served Sam the night he died. What do you remember about that night? It was a pretty average night. Regular crowd, as I remember. Sam was drinking with a guy named Armitage. Jake Armitage? Yeah, you know him? Met him. He's a charmer, too. She bites her lower lip. I like gingers. Good for you, Jake. Anyway, Jake and Sam were having a few... Well, Jake was having a few. Sam was tossing him back good, but good. Eventually, he got loud, the way he sometimes did when he mixed drinking and who knows what, and Mrs. Kubota wanted him ejected. Mr. Clue wasn't around, can't remember why, so she asked Jake to do the honors. Jake dragged him out the back into the alley, and that's the last time I saw Sam. He said he got loud. Do you remember what he was saying? She thinks. The standard Sam, Drek. How he grew up rich and didn't deserve this, how he hated his mother, how he liked his mother. It was pretty pathetic stuff. Tell me about Sam. I hear you liked him. I did. He made me laugh. No one else seemed to like Sam's jokes, but I did. Me too. You were friends? I personally am a fan of super cheesy puns, and I imagine it was a lot of that. I like jokesters. Yeah, that's why I'm here. Got it. And you know, he was a charmer, wasn't he? I guess I knew him the best of everyone here. Sorry he's gone. Sam have any enemies, she thinks. Enemies? That's hard to say. Sam partied hard, and when he did, he ran his mouth off pretty good, and got his ass kicked on more than one occasion. But no, I don't think he had any enemies. At least none that I'm aware of. Where did Sam live? On the streets, mostly. He'd occasionally convince someone to let him flop on their couch, but he'd always overstay his welcome and get kicked out after a few days. Some days I'd sneak him down here so he could crash in one of the bunks. He used one the night before I saw him last. How bad was his drinking? If it was just a drinking, it wouldn't have been bad. It would have been bad. But Sam wasn't the monogamous type. He dabbled in everything. Booze, chips, drugs. He loved the nitro. Whatever he could get his hands on. It wasn't always like that, but once he got sick, he started using more and more to try and forget about it. Sam was sick? Dying. Didn't you know? Yeah, everyone could tell. You could just look at him and see he was a walking corpse. Had to be the drinking. But then he disappeared for a while, and one day he came back all better. Looking good, even. Did he say how he got better? He said his mom helped him out. Never said how, though. Thanks, Coyote. If you remember, he had his liver removed. Now I need you two to do something for me. What do you need, babe? I need you to talk to Mr. Delilah for me about the Royale run. He's usually upstairs. Tell him I didn't get the gems. Maybe I can take another run at it when I recover. Okay, but I have the gems. Bunk is a mess and reeks of booze. Searching through the sheets, blankets, and pillow. A lot of stuff just happened. You find an old photograph that's seen a lot of wear. Look at the image. Pictures of a blonde boy and girl, both about age 14, sitting on a dock on the edge of a lake. They appear to be twins. The boy has his arm tight around the girl's shoulders and is mugging for the camera. The girl is planting a kiss on his cheek while making rabbit ears behind his head with her fingers. Check the back of the photo. Written in a woman's hand are the words, Sam and Jessica, Lake Sammamish State Park, Summer 2040. Yeah, we'll take that. Anything new here? Negative. Alright, datajack. In Shadowrunner circles, the term doctor is often used quite liberally to describe any sawbones with a needle and thread. But in the case of the Union's resident medical expert, nothing could be further from the truth. The Safehouse boasts a fully equipped medical suite, complete with shamanistic fetishes. This is sixth world medicine of the highest caliber. The doctor herself is an unassuming sort, perhaps the type to go unnoticed entirely. If not for the sprightly spirit perched on her shoulder like her own personal gargoyle, the spirit's burning eyes follow you constantly, even as the doctor's own eyes are buried in her charts. However, she does look up long enough to acknowledge your approach. I'm Dr. Castle. I understand you were instrumental in bringing Coyote back to us. Thank you for that. This poster don't have impressive work. Null Sheen, which is like no problem. Now, fixing up her arm, that was a piece of work. You're welcome, Doc, and I gotta say that was some work you did on her. Pounds maybe going to waste down here now. Be modest. Surprisingly routine, as it so happens. She notes you eyeballing the facility. I can tell that you're surprised to find a full-service med bay under a dive bar in a slum. Don't be. This is a Shadowrunner bar, after all. For a purveyor of cyberware and trauma kits, there is no better place to set up a practice. I patch runners up, install and maintain their cyberware, and provide medical supplies for their runs. May not be as mobile as Doc Wagon, but I'm the next best thing. Trauma kits. Fully automated stabilization units that include a defibrillator, spray-on synthetic skin, and medical nanomachines. You can save a runner's life if you move fast enough. So if you're bleeding out, one of those can get you back on your feet? Exactly. But you have to be quick. This is Doc Wagon's own field tech, but even their stuff has its limits. I see shamanistic fetishes. You a shaman too? While modern medical technology makes surgery less disruptive than it used to be, it's still an ordeal for both the body and the spirit, requiring extensive recuperation to properly heal. I am trained in the ways of the spirit world as well as the scientific world. I do my best to heal the whole patient. That's a good doctor. What's that on your shoulder? This little guy supports the healing rituals I perform on my patients after surgery, dramatically reducing their recovery time. Not standard procedure, of course, but the results speak for themselves. Datajack, 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 datajack. $500. Oh, so close. Okay, we'll be back in a sec. Oh, so your medical supplies we can sell from here. Give me the datajack. You know what? Have my spare med kit. So. Datajack, gimme. Oh yeah, essence is a thing. That's how much cybernetics you can have before it starts disrupting your body. You can increase that by leveling up your biotech. Datajack is just 0.5. Cyberware causes essence loss. This affects the magic rating of your character, as magic is equal to essence rounded down. Magic is very important for spellcasters. The base number of spell slots available to the caster is equal to half of their magic, rounded down. Therefore, losing essence can cause spell slots to be permanently lost. In addition, each point of magic lost increases all spells' cooldown by 1. Casting spell again while it is cooling causes drain damage to the caster. Cannot have less than 1 essence. Yeah, I'm sure. Cool. We've now met all of the black market vendors in the Safehouse. The datajack counts as one of your weapons, sadly. And we don't need to worry about those because we'll have them when we need them. We now have a jack. Beautiful. Anything else we want down here? I don't think so. Let's head back upstairs. Alright, who do we have? There's Mr. Delilah over there. Is Van Graff available? Van Grass? No. Gotta talk to Delilah first. Alright, dude. Let's do it. Mr. Delilah looks small and tough, with an untraceable shoddy on his back and a heavy vest under his trench coat. He's got the air of someone who gets things done and occasionally does them himself. He might be an ex-runner, one of the rare ones smart enough to move over to management when he felt his reflexes slowing down. What do you want? Mr. Delilah? We have business to discuss. What business? I got no business with you. Or with Coyote. She's indisposed at the moment. With the mention of Coyote, he finally gives you his full attention. Oh, why didn't you say so? Coyote's late and my client is getting anxious. Where is she? Downstairs, trying on a new arm. Your run went south for her. Getting stitched up. Got her arm torn off on the job. No kidding. Well, whatever. She's tough. She'll pull through. This is Coyote's boyfriend, Paco. I'm Shadow. What is this, a romance trid? I don't give a crap about boyfriends. Where's the stones? Okay, Thanos, hold on. Hold the pebble with the runes on it and give him the rest. Oh, I didn't even look at the stones. Alright, give him all the stones. In an instant, there's a jeweler's scope on his eye. Moving quickly through what appears to be the most valuable stones, he stops when he finds... A lot of typos in this one, guys. Come on. When he finds what appears to be an ordinary pebble inscribed with Hebrew characters. That's the one. Okay, you done good, but you're late. Coyote knows that in this case, late equals no payment. But I'm feeling magnanimous tonight, so you guys can keep the rest of the gems as your reward. Mr. Delilah looks you up and down, takes you all in. Listen. You look like the sort of woman who might run a crew of your own one day. Might need a little talent. When that happens, you come to me. I'll set you up. He dismisses you with a wave. Looks like you impressed him. I had no offense for those gems. Van Grass, follow me. I would like to maybe... Oh, does that need to be in there? It might. Can I look at those bag of stones? No? They're just a thing? Okay. Oh, mission items. Here we go. Never mind. Can't go looking. That'd be silly. Mission item removed rare stones, that's why. Van Grass is fiddling with his cyber eye while noodling on his PDA. You're back. I'm still busy. What's your story? I could see you're a busy man. He nods his head. That's right, and? So I wouldn't bother you if I hadn't come into possession of these rare stones. You have his attention. Rare stones, huh? Let's see these rare stones. Eddie, Syndicate Academic. Damn. You hear the servos and Van Grass's cyber eye whir as a magnifying lens slip into position. He bends his head over the stones for 2 seconds, maybe less. Where'd you get this, Drek? Gumball machine? I'll give you 1,000 for him. I can totally get more. I'll think about it. Suit yourself. I don't think I'm going to be able to level it up any further right now. We don't have any spare karma for charisma. Ugh, fine. That sucks. Oh well. We did thing. Now it's our objective. Return to Coyote? Oh. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. Boom, boom. Johnny Clean, you watching me? What you doing, sucker? You're back. I think the highlights of the Wolves game will be on soon. Want to take a load off and watch with me? Did Sam have a sister? Her brow furrows. Yeah, I think he did. He mentioned her once. Didn't sound like they got along that well. Comlink chips and the screen shows the smiling face of Officer Aguirre. If he's smiling, it must be about money. Officer Aguirre, what a pleasure to hear from you. Yeah, we're buddies. Let's go dancing soon. Listen, the Ripper caught another one. Holy shit, this guy's busy. The victim worked at the NTSB investigation facility down on the docks. You owe me for this one. Put it on my tab. You there now? Better get here quick, before McCluskey arrives. The image on your PDA dissolves as the call ends. Another Ripper murder? Where? The docks. I've got to go. Okay, listen. I want to help. You dragged me out of the Royale before something bad happened. Worse than getting my arm torn off. Sam was my friend. You head to the docks and I'll see if I can track down Sam's sister, Jessica. She might be able to help us. See you when I get back. Don't need your help. Thanks, I appreciate the help. We're friendly, damn it! Take a cab. Alright, anything else we need from here? We're about as fully equipped as we can be. We've got no backup, though. We'll double check if either of the fixers have anything for us before we go. We're done for now. Buzz. No. And I don't think Van Grass says any more dialogue. Well, you know, we did get that 1,000, so we could maybe buy something else. Don't really need a new gun right now. No, we're probably fine. We'll save it. But I think this is going to be a great spot to leave it off for today. Next time, we will head down to the docks and check out this latest Ripper case. So thank you to everyone for joining me. I hope you had fun, and I will see you all next time for some more Shadowrun Returns.